guys, my name is Mary. I'm going to be doing the second half of November reading for you all. November 16th through the 30th reading for Libra. How are you all today? I am doing great. I hope you are too. This is for your sun, moon, and rising signs. It's not going to resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate, you might want to try your other signs. I've already meditated on the cards, you all. Before I start the video, I want this one. And this does take me just a minute. Sometimes they pop right out, and sometimes I don't want to, so please be patient with me. And you've probably seen that first card just popped right out. Well, that one did too. I'm going to take it. The cards that we're using today are the Arcanum Tarot, the Energy Oracle, and the Angel Answer Oracle cards. I want this one. I want this one. I don't know why. It's calling my name. Sorry. I don't know. I can't make them pop out. There we go. I like one to pop out all by itself so I can... Alright, let's see what we got. This one popped out. 3 of Wands. The Emperor. The Star card. The Empress. Woohoo. The 8 of Wands. And the 2 of Wands. Look at that. You're clarifying. The 7 of Wands. Temperance. And it was this one. The 9 of Swords. This one popped out a while ago. I think I did those backwards. Deceit. All tied up. Uh-oh. The situation will improve. And recovery. Give me just a minute, okay? Alright, you guys, I can't help it. I have to say it. I get the Emperor and the Empress in one reading like this. Along with some people say this is the message of love. For instance, it can be messages coming in, swift messages. But I really do believe that some of you guys are in a fantastic relationship. The Emperor and the Empress together are, in my mind, a perfect couple. This is the person that between the two of you guys, you could actually do whatever you set your mind to do. If you wanted to have your own business, if you wanted to have a family, I mean, you could be together, be extremely happy together, get along fantastic, and then open a business of some sort that you're both great at. And together you guys could seriously make it an extremely strong business, because you may have some abilities, they may have the other abilities, and between the two of you guys, you're just a great couple. So I have to say that before I say anything else, because that gets me excited for some of you all. And especially if you're kind of wondering, is this the right person for me? Maybe you haven't even met this person yet. Sometimes it's through a message of some sort. Sometimes this can be going somewhere and you don't even plan on meeting this person. On the sidewalk, in a cab, in the elevator, at a party, at your work, that type of thing. So it just makes me feel like that if you have not met anyone yet, and if you're not in a great relationship, you might be finding someone that might knock your socks off. I mean, breathtaking almost. So it's a great feeling that I have. For others of you, the Emperor and Empress might be like father, mother figures. They may be people that you work with. They may be like godparents. They may be just a couple that you highly respect and appreciate their advice. They're willing to help you. There may even be people from your church or something, people in your neighborhood, people that you've known all your life, that kind of well-respected people. But for a lot of you, this is you and someone else. So that gets me excited. I mean, that gets me really excited. And look at this, you all. I get the 3 of Wands and I get the 2 of Wands. And in my mind, with these 2 cards, it's almost like that you guys have ideas and thoughts, and you're trying to build something, you're trying to grow something, you're trying to throw something out there, and it's actually starting to grow. It's actually starting to take effect or get bigger, or what you're doing is actually helping other people, or a service maybe, or whatever it is that you're building or making is going to be, hold on, outstanding. That word just popped in my head and I had to say it. Okay. Hold on one second. I'm gonna back up a little bit, because I get a little carried away and I have to try to spit everything out at once, and I need to explain why I'm saying these things. Over the last several readings, some of you guys have been, I think in my readings anyway, some of you guys have been building things and doing a great job at it. Some of you guys were able to maybe sell things or get a loan for something, or even open your own business. I believe with this new partner in your life that this person could be a game changer. This person could give you ideas, thoughts, energy, devotion, all of this great stuff that the 2 of you guys, whatever ideas or thoughts or projects or whatever you're making, can actually come hold on. Almost like a blessing. It's almost like that whatever it is, and I may be only talking to a handful of you guys out there today, but you have something that the world wants. Does that sound crazy? You have an idea that not anyone else has thought of. You have a project that possibly no one else has thought of. You have a service maybe that no one else has thought of. And the more you think about it, or the more you tweak it, or the more you baby it, the better off you are. And especially if you have this new partner in your life. Now, this might be something that, like I said before, it could just be an idea, and you might turn around and sell that idea. You might put a patent on something and start building something, and you might be able to sell that patent. You might have thought of something that nobody else has ever thought of out there. You might be thinking outside the box, and all of a sudden it's worth a mint. That's kind of what I'm saying, okay? So if there is something that you guys are trying to grow, or trying to perfect, I think you're doing a great job at it. And especially when I get this star card right here, you all, this is basically, in my mind anyway, this is universe helping you go in the right direction, helping you get that idea that you need, helping you build whatever it is that you're wanting to build. So maybe this is a business opportunity, maybe this is your own business, maybe this is a service, but I have a feeling that there's something about these cards that really make me feel like some of you guys have something that is going to be worth something. And I'm not going to go into amounts of money or anything like that, but that's how I'm feeling. Like nobody else has thought of it. You've got a great idea, and if you just focus on it and make it bigger or make it better or tweak it however you need to, kind of makes me feel like this a little bit too. It's going to be fantastic. Now, hold on. I have this Temperance card. And this Temperance card is all about moderation and balance and mixing two ingredients together, or mixing two people together, mixing the right amounts of something. I mean, it's going to be different for everyone. I'm just trying to see if anything popped in my head. But it feels like it's like alchemy, and if you get the right combination, it's like magic, right? So that's how I'm feeling with this today. But for some reason, I do have a couple little negative cards here. I have this Nine of Swords, like you're not sleeping good. I have that Seven of Wands, and sometimes it means that you guys have to defend yourself, or people are, or maybe you're being a little defensive. But maybe you're just standing your own ground. Because that's really, I mean, if you'll just look at it, it's not like it's a bad card. It's just sometimes people throw things at you, or do things, or kind of make you feel like, what did I do to deserve that? So it's you guys sticking up for yourself, for your job, for your thoughts, for your partner, for your home life. And a lot of times, you all, it's just part of life experiences. And that's what makes us become better people. Is after you go through something, it makes you stronger. But what really gets to me over here are these two cards. You know, I have this All Tied Up and Deceit card. The All Tied Up kind of reminds me of the Eight of Swords, when you feel like you can't get out of a situation, but in all actuality you can if you wanted to. That's kind of how this All Tied Up makes me feel. So I kind of feel like with this All Tied Up, possibly Deceit, possibly this Nine of Swords and this Seven of Wands, that you guys are having to deal with someone that is not necessarily being very nice to you. Now, whether they are jealous, whether they are trying to throw you under the bus, or whether they're trying to get you kicked out of something, or maybe even trying to get you in trouble with your job. I feel like that there's people around you that are not being very, that are being deceitful. I'll put it that way. Not being very nice. They're not playing nice. They're being very conning. They're being very dishonest. Maybe even trying to befriend you and be nice to your face and then turn around and stab you in the back behind your back, right? We've all been there before, one way or another. But I do think that this situation will improve. I think your situation, whatever you're in right now, especially if you're trying to build or grow something, or you've got that thought or that patent that might be worth something, or if your idea is just now becoming reality and you're going to start building on it from here, I think that is going to improve. I think if you are in this fantastic relationship, I mean fantastic, you are going to start seeing things in a different way, in a much better way, because you're getting someone else's perspective, someone else's opinion, someone else's way of thinking. And between the two of you guys can knock it out of the park. I'm not kidding you. And then I get this recovery. This can go in many different ways. It could mean that some of you guys are getting over a sickness, getting over an illness, getting over the cold or the flu or something to that extent. Some of you guys might be dealing with family members that have been ill lately, and you might be taking care of them. But some of you guys, I feel like with this recovery, it could be a recovery of a job, recovery of finances, recovery and healing yourself to where you can think straight again. Because for some reason, I almost feel like some of you all, over the last month or so, have really felt like you haven't been in control over your life or over your job or over your finances maybe. And I think that that's changing. Give me just a minute, okay? I'm going to rearrange. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to put them, so give me a second, please. Look at the wands, look at the fire, look at the passion, look at the determination, your energy. It's beautiful. Your ideas, your thoughts, what you're working on, what you're building. And especially if it's this relationship. I hope they're straight. I'm going to move these two. Because I feel like that there might be something that you're not sleeping good at night. It could be about regarding this, all tied up in this deceit over here. I feel like people are being this way towards you. And they're being deceitful, or they're being dishonest, or they're stabbing you in the back. They're being nice to your face maybe, and then they're not very nice. It could be people that you work with. It could be family or friends. I'm not quite sure. And you feel like you're all tied up and you're not sleeping good at night. You're feeling like sometimes you have to be defensive all the time, and like you've always got to stick up for your family or your home or even your job or your work ethic and things like that. And it's kind of getting a little boring, you know, time after time after time after time. But I don't think that that's going to continue very much longer if that's the case. I think with this 2 and this 3 of Wands, it almost makes me feel like you guys may have an idea or a opportunity or some kind of a thought that you're going to start building, and you're still going to start getting it bigger, and it's going to start getting stronger. And if you take good care of it, and if you really focus on it, you can absolutely, I believe, do something great with it. I think it could be a financial reward for some of you guys. I think you could make a patent for some. You could just sell the idea for other people. It's just something that maybe you're even building that can take off and be fantastic. I think with this message, it could be a message of love between you and someone else that if you haven't met this person, you may be meeting them, I think by the end of this year. Okay, but this could also be a quick message coming in for some of you guys. So I have a feeling that there may be a message coming in, maybe regarding this idea or this situation. It may be regarding this new love in your life. But for some reason with this star card, you all, Temperance makes me feel like you guys are getting the right ingredients or the right items into one pot to make it magical, basically. I have this star card. Look at these, very similar, right? The star card to me makes me feel like that the universe is on your side. It's pointing you in the right direction. It's pointing you down the right path if you listen to it. It also tells me that these are your wishes, your hopes, and your dreams coming true. The Emperor and the Empress right here at the very end, these are the top, well-respected authority people that are extremely good people, are extremely intelligent, and between the two of them, very, very powerful. They can do almost anything that they set their minds to do. So I have a feeling this is you and someone else. If it's not, it could be a couple that you really look up to or respect that may be helping you, maybe even with this idea or this opportunity. The situation will improve, and I was telling you about that earlier. I believe that some of you guys are kind of in some kind of a financial career, or maybe it's even in your relationship, but there's something going on. It could be a little sickness, maybe. It could be something about your job that's freaking you out a little bit, but there's something about it that makes me feel like whatever it is, whatever you're going through, it is improving, and you will recover from it. Whether you're recovering physically because you've been ill, or whether you're recovering mentally because this is something that has been gnawing at you and aggravating you, and the people that are being deceived and making you feel like you are doing something wrong or you're less than is really going to turn around, and you're going to see things in a much different way. So I believe by the end of this year, if you haven't met this person, you will, and this person is perfect for you. Seriously, 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 you guys can do anything that you set your minds to do. So I am tickled to tell you that. And if you are working on an idea of a career change or a thought that you're trying to build, I believe it all come together, especially if you're working together. All right, you guys. Great reading, Libra. I hope you guys have enjoyed this today. This is your second half of November reading, November 16th through the 30th reading for Libra. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I hope you guys come back and see me. Take care, you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.